I had this idea because I knew I was going to Dallas, and my business partner, Mikey Stiller, lives in Dallas, and I said, why don't we do a pop-up event where I will teach people how to multiply their results and have a free event where you just put out good. And she loved the idea, and then we ended up booking it at the Cowboys facility. They have a facility there where you can rent business spaces to do events. I fell in love with it because anybody who knows me, I'm a huge Cowboy fan. And doing an event there, I can't wait to see it. Oh shit, is Poppy out there? Jeets, what are you doing out here? As soon as we got there, we went a day early, so just my family and I can experience Dallas. We went to a great restaurant, Nick and Sam's. If you're ever in Dallas, I highly recommend it. Then I got to watch robotics. Now this is something I'm telling you, if you've never seen it, it was a wild atmosphere. The whole convention center was filled with people from 54 different countries. And it was great watching these kids compete. I absolutely loved it. My son had a tremendous time. They didn't do so well, but the experience was great. You know, we always have a joke. My wife is not allowed to book hotels anymore. Now this is a friendly joke. I told her. I'm like, you're out of your not in mind. She's like, no, we have to. I'm like, what do you mean we have to? Like, what does this have to? We go to this hotel, and everything I do is a standard, and I couldn't believe where we were staying. So the very next day, we shifted to a different hotel, the Omni, and it was gorgeous. But I always say, isn't it interesting? My last 2 trips to Dallas, we have had to book 2 different hotels. Like Andre was in there, and he was so dejected. And I said, forget about it and go on to your next. But I was thinking about it. I was like, at his age, he's 12, and his attitude is reflected by winning or losing. Mine was too. Like, but as you get older, it's the same thing for most people, but the people who shift are the ones that win, that have a great relationship to losing. You know how many people tell me, I want to go out on my own. A year later, I'll talk to them, they're in the same spot, because they didn't have the guts to go do it. You have to have guts to win. Without guts, you're not going to win. And if you think there's not going to be losing as a part of the big winning, you're never going to win big. You have to embrace losing. I'm on my way right now to create a massive breakthrough from everyone who's coming to our event in Dallas, Texas. My daughter asked me, she said, why are you doing it? You normally do events in Scottsdale. I said, I want to do events everywhere. One idea changed my life when I really locked in on burning my bridges and going after what I wanted. And then I met a mentor who said, do exactly what I tell you to do. And I did exactly what he told me, and everything changed. Fast forward 17 years later, my life changed, and everyone's life is going to change who practices. If you work the ideas work. We've got to get in the habit of being on fire for 5 great hours a day. 5 great hours on fire. Focused hours. Really working our 30, 45, 60, 90-minute sprints in those 5 hours on your most important, highest income producing activities. Compound that by 20 weeks, you're going to be free for the rest of your life. Why for the rest of your life? Because now you've created a habit. Excellence is a habit. Winning is a habit. Service is a habit. And every part of every one of us can do so much better than what we're doing right now. And I want to activate that today in everybody. So I'm super fired up for what we're about to do.
Great to see you.
Great
to see you. How are you?
I want to emulate you. I love that beard.
There it is.
How
are you? Chris Stiller, nice to meet you.
Yeah, I seen you.
So you were here, or you?
No, I mean the Rio, Texas on the board.
I did it. I had Well, like Mikey said, this happened very impromptu. Great to see some faces I know, some new faces that I'm meeting. My daughter was asking me on our way here, she said, why did you decide to do this? Honestly, I was driving and I called Mikey, and the reason I decided to do this was because, and I was telling my daughter this, I said, I'd been studying this for 3 years and nothing changed. And then one day it just clicked. One day, emotionally it clicked. And I was telling her, one idea changed my life. The whole purpose of this is to give you guys a breakthrough. My intention is for this to be the most impactful, explosive day of your year. That's what my intention is. And we want to have an intention behind everything we're doing. Like everything you do, if you don't have a purpose behind it, it's not going to be very strong. My elite clients, I am on them all the time about purpose behind everything. Like you don't do anything without a purpose. If you're just doing it, you're doing it mechanically. When you have a purpose behind it, it has so much more power. And it sounds so simple, but when you make it a habit, it's going to change the action steps. It could be the same action step and it's going to look a lot different. But I really want to work with you on really understanding first who you are. Most people don't know who they are. And if I ask you, who am I? Do you know that answer? Are you comfortable in your own skin? Are you worried about what other people are thinking? If you look at success, success starts with getting brutally honest with ourselves. Are you brutally honest? Or are you brutally honest up to your comfort zone? No, I don't want to look at that. I work a lot on decision making. I always tell clients, Ed's one of them, and he's very good at decision making, but I tell him all the time, if you don't make a decision, you're not going anywhere. Nothing happens without a decision. And a lot of people connect decision to an investment. Decision, how you woke up today, you decided how this day was going to be. You decided the minute you woke up if you were going to crush it today, or if you were just, oh gosh, it's Monday, and I'm just going to get through it. So we've got to start understanding you have one chance to live a world-class life. And I don't know what other life there can be. This is our one opportunity. When people are playing small, they don't know what they're doing to themselves. Because we have one chance to stretch. Now, all of you, including me, I'm no different. We can do so much better than we're doing right now. We've got to understand that we can always get better. And right now, do you know what you want your life to look like? Now ask yourself, am I committed to live that way? I'll give you another one. If I watched your commitments, would they be in integrity with what you just said, under your skin? You know, like you talking to yourself, would that honor that commitment? Would the type of risks you're taking be that person? Or are you always starting and stopping? I need more information. Every time you need more information, that's your paradigm. That's your paradigm every time. And we have to understand when you're looking at this, we want to make a positive impact. Every time you make a positive impact in your life, in somebody else's life, you're activating abundance in your life. Like today, you could change so dramatically, not just in here, what you do outside of here. In here will give you the knowledge, the processes to activate you, but what you're going to do with it is going to take you to the next level. Everything is about intentional decisions. And if you look at this, do I have a mindset of excellence? Mikey and I did a podcast on excellence. Excellence is a habit. Excellence is not what you do once in a while, it's what you do every day. And that's what excellence is. I was telling my son this morning, he's in this competition, and he goes, some of these kids are better at me. I don't even understand what they're doing. They're in a robotics championship, which we didn't have that. You know, and I said, here's the first thing. You've got to see yourself as the best. I said, that's based on your past. There's nothing we could do about that. But what we could do is where we're going forward. And I want you to accept that idea to start. I want you to accept it that you're already the best. And get it until you believe it. And that's not an ego. That's a confidence. That is a confidence. It's now you're pivoting forward. Now you're not looking, oh God, remember I never did this, so I'm going to play it safe. And when you go do it, it's massive what'll change. But thinking is everything. Whatever, if you're not thinking, your mind is going to think for you or the outside is going to think for you. See, the minute you get a result you don't want, I want you to start looking at it like this. Say, that's interesting. What caused this? And if you start looking at it, you're going to look at your commitments. You're going to look at your behaviors. You're going to look, did I plateau? You're going to look, did I play small? They're going to give you an answer and you could leverage it. And that's how you want to start thinking. I'm going to come back to Dallas and we're going to do a private dinner with you for anybody who joins. And we're going to do a mastermind dinner. It'll be a very active dinner if you want to work with us closely. You know, I will tell you, you guys want to come to Arizona, you could do that too. It's easier for me. But I am willing to come back here to work with you guys, but I want to offer a dinner that is on us that will make it an active dinner though. We'll make it where we mastermind and really create more proximity and help you guys significantly for anybody who wants to really take their results to the next level. I want to thank you, and thank you for coming, and I hope you guys have a great week.
You too.
Driving back, we just did an amazing event in Dallas, Texas. I couldn't have enjoyed it more. People there were so phenomenal, and how engaged they were, and how prepared they were. I absolutely loved it. The people there showed up so full out. That's what I love. Had a great dinner. If you've never been to Cowboy Club, you gotta go there. I mean, how impressive that place was. I'll tell you, this is a blessing in Dallas. I'm gonna come back. We're gonna do many trips here. I absolutely love the city. I love the energy of the city, and it's only gonna get better. Love you, Dallas. I wanna highly encourage you to come to our next pop-up event in San Francisco. And don't just wait to when I'm in your city. It is well worth it to get a plane ticket, to drive, to get there, because one idea will change your life. One idea changed my life. Now, it's not gonna matter to me whether you come or not. I would love to meet you, but it'll matter to you. And I highly recommend you really take advantage of our form of giving, because I want to give everybody this information. I want everyone to live the way they're destined to live. I think it is such a joke that only 1 to 3% of people are really creating big results when 100% should. And if you're sitting there pondering, find out when my next pop-up event is and meet me there. And I'm gonna spend time with everybody. At these events, I keep them very small so I can spend time with everybody. But it's gonna be impactful. I hope to see you there.